Hey everyone, we're back. Finally got it going. Hopefully no more technical issues holding us back tonight. Thank you all for showing up. I'm so excited we're going to get to our new episode of Rega, Shadow of the Dragon, in just a moment. But a couple things I want to mention first. First and foremost, we're back. We're excited. We missed you. We've been off for a little while. We haven't been doing our shows as much. It is what it is. It's okay, but we're back now and we're really excited. You'll be able to catch us back to our normal weekly schedule with the 1 week off that we've been taking, both here on Thursdays and over on Tuesdays with Dice Trays Action, which will be back this Tuesday at 8:30. On top of that, we have a Discord. If you enjoy what you see here, come let us know. We want to talk to you. We want to hang out with you. We're building a pretty cool little community there of creators, designers, and just amazing people overall, including these amazing people here. So come check it out. Next, we have a Ko-Fi now. If you enjoy what we're doing and you would like to support us, buy us a cup of coffee over there. If you are interested in a membership, we have a lot of really cool incentives for that. Things like custom characters in a raffle every month, naming rights. Thank you so much, Chloe, for the subscription. We really appreciate that. Naming rights for places, NPCs, character designs, including art, which is really cool. And you get access to our amazing behind the scenes episodes where we sit down and do sort of a talk back show once a month for each of our shows. All right, last thing, and then I promise we'll get to tonight's episode. We're going to have a really exciting announcement at the end. So stick with us through it. Stick around. We're going to disappear, but it's not going to be the end of our stream for tonight. And with that, I think I've gone over everything I have to go over. So I'm going to pass things over to our amazing GM. And Jack, why don't you take it away?
Well, perhaps I am amazing, but I am only as amazing as my players at this table, who I will have introduce themselves momentarily. Over to our right, your left, in the little screen that the stats keep popping up in, I'm going to have the owl bear there, and it's got my the regional map for Scaria, just as for the beginning when we zoom into the action. But I'm Jack Kellum, Jack Gogsbane, Jack of Tales, Jack the Giant Killer, and I am here to run this wonderful 5th edition game, Successor States of Rega, Shadow of the Dragon. And my marvelous adventuring crew is made up of Justina Revolution. Go.
Hi, I'm Justina, and I am playing Florenta, the human rogue thief, who is very happy there's money to be had now.
It's a good bit of it. Q.
Oh, hi there. I'm Q. I'm playing Kole Igniades, Dwarven Forge Cleric to the goddess Ignia. He is wet and probably a little cold, but pleased with himself. So that's good, I think.
Rev.
Hi, I'm Rev. I rate games for what used to be Thought Police and is now Thought Punks. If you found us at _Thought Police, you will now find us at just straight Thought Punks on Twitter. I play Oldie, who is a chaotic little ball of joy and, as they recently discovered, morning grumpiness. And he is joyful about their victory, but very trepidatious, as this is metaphorically a much more terrifying and spiky mountain than was expected. Though probably should not have been. We're going after a dragon.
Del.
Hello, I'm Del. You can find me at Del's Delirium or Delirium with Delight, depending on wherever you find me. I play Luka Sobieski, happy little Thembo, who may or may not be having internal feelings about certain things like dragons, and is definitely okay.
Absolutely.
Paladin.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with Luka. They are not a little Thembo, though. They are a very big Thembo. Remember, it's important. All right.
7 foot little Thembo.
Okay. By Luka's standards, considering their standards include dragons, that's legitimate. And Lion, not least, but last.
That's me. Hi, I'm Lion. I am the ridiculous mind behind Tales from the Table Studios. You can find me at the Lion Knight 42 over on Twitter. And I am playing Abellus Full Turn, who is totally okay with everything happening now and not constantly questioning why he is here or if he will continue to be here for the foreseeable future at all, but maybe secretly is not particularly upset with the company that he's been keeping lately. Maybe.
Like you like us or something.
Something like
that. When last we gathered together, the party quickly defeated the young male white dragon by use of clever tactics, rock slides, and that sort of thing. Then they moved into the dragon's lair where they found the piled bodies of all the kobolds they had killed previously, and a pool of water with treasure at the bottom. And just as Luka was disrobing and taking their armor off and preparing to dive into said pool of water, some of the water turned out not to be water and decided to attack them. In the end, it became obvious that it was an animated dragon's breath, magically turned into an elemental. While they were able to defeat it without any loss of life, it was somewhat disconcerting. They then dove to the bottom of the pool, and both Luka and Kole dove to the bottom of the pool and retrieved a significant sum of treasure.
And look at our little rogue smile over there.
I have that sum with us to remind everyone. Now,
yes. Wait.
As we are preparing, you can see the map over to our side. We're going to zoom in like the camera zooms in. At the beginning of a movie. And there, we have Bursovia and its environs. And then we zoom in closer and we see the area where they were. And I, actually clear off all of the fog. It's fine. It's fine. And they were actually all over by that little pool. I'm not going to bother to move them because they don't need to be near the pool on the map. I just wanted you to see. We're going to zoom in even closer. We're going to zoom in super close. Oh no, a little too close. All right. That is one of the 50 gems that they discovered. Those are 50 pieces of chalcedony.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Shiny.
Indeed. Also found were 700 copper pieces, 7,000 silver pieces, 1,000 gold pieces, those 1050 gold pieces of chalcedony, which are far more beautiful than they are pricey, actually. I already let you know last time that there's a brooch of shielding, a set of gloves of thievery. I can't imagine who we're giving those to.
I mean, who they were already given to? Yeah, no idea.
Indeed. A Fachluchen Bandor, which
Yeah.
is specifically an instrument of the bards. Again,
Mhm.
no telling who that might go to. And a slumbering white dragon wrath longsword.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Who? Luka.
Yes.
Would you like?
They
Would
say
you
as
like
they
the?
start putting on their clothes.
Would you like the sword for now?
I like swords that work, and the magic could assist, so it's something that can save me some time in casting.
And myself, yes, as well.
We can trade off. I
mean,
think. I don't know.
You can keep my hammer. I've got one still, but you know, next time I can put that blessing to different use.
Yes, because the magic items.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not very versed with the magic, but whatever's easier for you. So long as I have a weapon, it won't really matter much.
Right, and we want to make sure that you are properly armed.
I've got 2 of them.
Yes, I more meant the. Never mind. Anyway, we should probably get warm.
I'm fine.
This is a good place.
Yes, all of you should get warm.
Yeah. Jack.
I will
Question for
point
you.
out that you are actually pretty cold there, Luka. You can
I
say
know.
whatever you wish, of course, but I just wanted to be clear.
Who doesn't care about themselves?
So Florenta's going to kind of say, "Do your kind not get cold, Luka?"
Oh, of course we do. Well, I do. My specific breed does. Yes.
Then we should light a fire and
Yes, we should. Jack,
Yes.
question for you, since I just submerged myself in water.
Ice water.
What happens to my hair?
It being as much divine energy as it is flame, nothing.
Okay, good to know.
While
I
this
felt that important.
conversation is going on, I would like to look around to see if there's anything I can pull together for to burn for firewood or similar.
Oh shoot, I just remembered how ouchy I am.
Yeah. It's
You are
fine. I was
substantially
planning on
ouchy,
healing.
yes.
I was planning on
It's fine.
healing
They
you,
don't
so
notice.
it's fine.
But yeah, if there's anything around that I can pull together into sort of a pile, I would like to do that.
Bodies?
Yeah, the only burnable things in here right now are in fact bodies. But you could, and it's quite a distance to the nearest source of wood.
Mm.
Oh, wait. No. We took per Ivan's directions, we took things for this.
Yes, you did.
Because we listened to the person who goes out into the mountains all the time.
Right, exactly.
Oddly wise of you. Yeah.
Yeah, we hired him because he knows things.
Mm-hmm.
True. You know, a lot of people hire people and don't listen to them. So I'm not just going to assume you listen to them. That's just a thing.
That'd be a waste of Florenta's money.
Very true.
So we do have things to make a fire.
Very good.
Because we grabbed those things.
Yeah.
So if we amass those things, Abellus is going to sort of cup his hand close them. And then as he opens them again, there's going to be another one of those sort of pink and green and black butterflies that just sort of flutters off with his fingertips. And as it lands, it will burst into a pink and black tinged flame. I'd like to use prestidigitation to create a small campfire-sized flame.
Fancy.
Florenta
Very.
is counting and divvying treasure, so it's easily carried. And preparing Yvonne's share.
Luka will go and look over the corpses,
Mhm.
making sure that they are, one, dead.
They do seem to be
beheading-
entirely dead.
beheading included. And we'll do a prayer over them, and I'll go ahead, since we're about to rest, I'll go ahead and use... no, I can only use funeral rite on one. Can't do it on a group. But regardless, I will try and pray over them and hope that they don't get back up again.
I will assist in these prayers.
Very
And
reasonable.
Abellus will watch on amusedly.
Okay, so to remind you, Del, of what that sword does, are you attuning to it, first of all?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like the smart thing to do. They don't know
It is.
magic, so I don't know if they know
Right.
what they're doing.
Well, I was assuming, of course, that Kole had explained the attunement. I know Kole explained the attunement process at least once, and would have explained that this one requires that. So the couple of things it does: one, it is a +1 weapon, so that's helpful by itself. Two, at its current state, it does two things. It gives you cold resistance,
I like that.
and
I wonder why.
whenever you roll a nat 20 on your attack roll with that weapon, every creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target takes 5 cold damage.
That'd be more helpful somewhere not here.
Probably yes, but here is not the only place you'll ever be. So,
Fair.
Other crowns,
And-
other corpses.
Right, and this is of course until we find the rest of the items for your set.
also true.
Am I right now?
The rest of the equipment that goes with your shield.
I remember you saying something about that.
Right. The Sentinel Scutum is part of a set that includes a Sentinel armor pieces, Sentinel helmet, and a Sentinel spear. And when you have all of them, you can attune all 4, even though you can normally only attune 3 items. And each item you have increases the power of every other item as well.
Yes, the quest to be in all matching attire.
Yeah. Look, Luka is the type of Dumbo that will literally grab whatever works. So whether it's pink and fluffy or sharp and stabby, doesn't matter.
It can be both.
It can be both. Plus
All the
one,
other
what is-
items, all the other items are pretty standard items and are in the actual DMG. If you need me to get you the stats, or you can just look them up.
Oh, so I can look the hammer up? Cool. What's it called again?
No. The hammer was... You didn't get the hammer right now. I was talking about today. I was talking about this list of items.
Okay, wait, I was just checking,
You were just trying what you were doing. And I respect that.
You gotta try,
But
right?
nah.
You miss
Absolutely.
100% of the shots you don't take.
All right,
Very
so
true.
you guys set up a fire and you settle in for a rest. What else are you doing?
Got to figure out where we go from here.
It's true.
It's a good question. There's not much to go on, is there?
No, there's not.
We know she has one more male companion, unless she's eaten him.
Would that we could be so lucky.
Ivan speaks. Do we know for sure how many she has?
This is a fair
honestly,
point.
I thought
no.
there were 3. I could have been mistaken. I was distracted at the time by the people breaking in front of me.
Right. I don't remember finding out there was how many there were.
Yes, I don't know.
So just to cover where we are right now, so we don't know where we need to go, or how many of these nasties are waiting for us, or how many there are in total, whether they are waiting for us or not. In the middle of a frozen hellscape. Have I gotten that right?
Well, she
Well,
knows. She knows that we're here.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot that incredibly important piece of information, and she knows we're here and coming for her. And is probably very upset that we killed one of her friends.
If it makes you feel any better, she's probably more pissed at me than any of you.
That does not make me feel better.
Does not actually.
Oh.
Oh.
You're part of my party.
I have another idea of a place that could perhaps be a dragon lair.
Oh,
It's not as it wasn't as attractive as this one, but
this was attractive
to them, to how dragons of their type normally choose.
no accounting for these.
But as I say, there is another cave south of here. South, we'd have to go south over the river. And then there is a cave, but it is not in high rocks. It is down into, more into the ground, which is not normally how white dragons like to do. Like they are burrowing creatures, but they prefer to burrow sideways, not down like a fox or a marmot or something.
Well, this one has some ties to the undead, so
right.
Burial.
So maybe
yes, burial does not seem unreasonable. So we rest here and then go and check that.
We could go back. Sorry, go ahead.
May I suggest we return to town and find out if anyone has scouted the very edges of this wintry mess? And then we could probably extrapolate where the center is, because this does center on her. Is that not correct, Ivan?
it probably does, if it is only a reaction to her presence. But if she is somehow actively doing it, then it might not.
This is true, but I would also like to just have more information than the last time when we came in here and I got killed nearly, and it was very bad.
That is not unreasonable.
And going back to town could give us the opportunity to get more things that we may have not thought of before we left.
And I'll never say no to another trip to civilization.
Well,
very well.
I work for you, so, we're going to do what you want as long as you listen to me when I tell you the bad idea. This is not a bad idea, so it's okay.
Okay. Now, perhaps it is worth mentioning that while it would be a good idea to go, because I don't know, worried.
Continue with your thought.
We would be going back through open area, and she could very well send her second mate after us, or do another pass by herself.
Well, is there a covered route to go to the other hole or back to town? And do we have to go back to where we came? I do not know.
Yes, I can't imagine that if we are attacked in the middle of this snowstorm, we will have quite as much success as we did here.
There's not exactly a covered route, but there is some woods in between here and there going south across the river.
Mhm.
Whereas if we head back the way we came, you're correct. There is a wide open space.
Right.
And if we were caught out in a wide open space by two of them,
Right.
So how about we just all get some rest and then we take the option that has some cover.
Or option C. Can we go back to that cave you had, Yvonne? It seemed secure enough for a night.
it would probably be better than here, because I don't know of a way for us to secure this location. So that makes sense, Luka.
Then we go back there.
Good. We have a plan, no matter how small it may be.
Is that okay with you, Florenta?
Yes, it is.
I want to make sure that you know, Florenta, I don't disagree that going back would be a good idea, but also that is a lot of space from here back to town. And I don't doubt that she would take that opportunity.
Kerberos speaks up. You say we want to scout the edges.
Possibly, yes.
I don't get cold because fur and, my people are from the mountains and even further north. So maybe I go look. I'm fast, remember.
You are.
You are fast.
But you'd be by yourself.
Yes, but by myself, they see a glut.
This is true.
Not with you wearing that.
I tuck it.
They'll keep it on you, but hide it away. That is not a bad idea.
Indeed.
If you are willing, then I would absolutely say yes. Yes.
Okay. It could take a couple of days. It's still a big area.
I
Just
can
be
only
cautious.
help a little bit, not days, but absolutely. I
All right,
think
good.
I don't think I used both of my third level spells.
You did not. Rev, did you want to say something? You had your finger up.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
at the
just
moment.
making sure.
Yep.
So before he goes, then I'm going to cast 8 at a third level for him.
Okay.
And fucking Oldie and Florenta. Why not?
I believe at a third level that gives 10 hit points.
10. Yes, it does.
Very good. And remember, those are real hit points and can't even be returned by healing. All right. As you all head toward the cave where you rested the previous night with Yvonne's help, Kerberos takes off into the snow. And quickly becomes very hard to see amongst it.
Luka will give them a loving bonk before they run off.
Oh, well, at least there's that.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do as you're settled down or while resting?
Having not slept last night, do I feel like I am going to be passing a threshold if I try and pull the same shenanigans again?
Yes. If you try to go without a long rest again at this point, you will in fact gain exhaustion.
Yeah, I think.
The coffee lock trick is great for spell slots. It is not great for sleep depth.
No, not at all.
So yeah, warlocks that want to make that trade, you can go right ahead. Exhaustion will kill you.
Yeah.
Literally.
One level's not so bad.
Yeah, but they pile up.
Oh
my
yes.
boy.
Oh
They
yes.
It's a little
do stack.
spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a friendly bonk?
No, I
Friendly
think I'm
bonk like
perfectly
Iron Man.
fine. No.
Friendly bonk like Iron Man was friendly bonking Hulk. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Going to make. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to see if that's one of the things I took. No, I did not take cook utensils. I have lots of proficiencies. That's not one of them. It's fine. Fine. Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yvonne cooks.
Okay. Good.
Not very well. He doesn't actually have the cooking proficiency, but he's got herbalism and survival, so he cooks edible stuff.
Oh, good.
Edible is good.
As long
It's
as
better than the alternative.
Okay.
Edibility
All right.
is a
Edible
key
once.
feature of fine cuisine.
So, how about this? If I say, because I'm fairly certain I took brewers at least, if I use brewers tools and I make like a beer soup, like a beer stew, you think I could do that instead?
Well,
Hardy.
considering you have an potentially infinite amount of beer to use for the soup.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Oldie.
You tell me what kind of flavoring beer, and I'll
Say
do
when.
it. Yeah.
And in general, from my perspective, cooking is based on wisdom. So
Perfect. Heck yeah, baby.
You're only gonna get a +2 proficiency bonus rather than a +3, but go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then Oldie, I'm in need of some ale, and the lot of it. If you could help me with that.
Yes.
Perfect.
You just tell me, like, we're making a hoppy one or herbal one or what, and I'll do
dark.
it.
Yeah, I want a dark, like a stout.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
A stout
Cool,
and an
man.
ale are not the same thing. They are
Yes.
both beer, but they are not. A stout is not an ale, and an ale is not a stout.
Listen, I know this. I'm sorry. I was just I don't drink it very much, honestly, and I know the difference. But he makes ale mostly, but also
He's
the beer.
using shorthand. I get it. You want something dark with the bitters. I let me focus.
Thank you. Anyway,
And then I will just start filling a cup and pouring into a bowl for you to use.
fantastic. All right. Yeah. So just gonna use the travel rations, like jerky and whatnot, reconstitute it. He got some herbs, because like keep those things on. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom +2, that gets me up to a 25 for the roll to do some cooking.
That's some damn fine cooking.
Yeah, this is my mentor was a traveler, an adventurer at one point, and he taught me how to make. He said, bonfire stew.
I'm
Rev,
just
is
going to say you did
Oldie,
right by the Fox's beer.
Rev, is Oldie
I'm
attuning?
happy.
Has Oldie attuned the instrument of the bards?
I mean, now that we have time, yes.
Okay, cool.
Once everybody is nice and settled and Luka knows that we are like in a good place, everybody seems safe, the cover has been put back into the thing, they will slowly slump down. That adrenaline is now starting to wear.
Cool. Perfect. When the food is done, Kole is going to go up to Luka with a bowl in one hand, just pat you on the shoulder, and we're going to use Cure Wounds on that ass.
On the ass specifically?
No, you're sitting down, so no. But just holding the bowl. Here. Have this. And with the cool beans. And you heal 16 points.
Nice.
Ooh, yay.
That's a very hearty bowl of stew.
Absolutely. And then like Kole will pass out the food for everyone. What, you don't eat?
I'm picky.
You
I think
haven't
he's a
even
vampire.
tried it.
Hmm?
You haven't even tried it.
No, but I know what I like and I know what I don't.
Do you eat?
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
Are you sure?
hope
Because,
so.
like, I offered you breakfast and you said no. No. Now Cole's offering you dinner and you say no, and it just...
I am careful not to take things like that often come with a price, and I'm not suggesting that of the two of you. I think you have nothing but the most noble of intentions. Unfortunately, your hands are not the only ones in this meal.
Can I roll insight on what the fuck just happened?
I don't think you even would need an insight for this, right? Like this is not a secret at all, right? I think that's fair.
I'm pretty
because-
sure I'm still a halfling.
So
I don't think I'm like...
Okay, so if that's how he feels about it, you do have a decent insight. It's fairly clear that what Abellus is referring to is the divine power used in making the food.
Yep.
But Florenta is just going to think he's a vampire because they did meet him in a tomb.
So wait. So
Yeah, that's even more sauce.
that's
Luka is going to take out one of the ration packs from their bag and chuck it at his head. We got it from the store. Eat something before you fall over.
Well, that I cannot complain about.
Or you before you bite me on my neck. I don't want to be bitten on the neck.
No, none of you have to worry about that. My biting days are, well, at least for now, behind.
Ah, you see, you admit it.
Oh, I have never once in my very, very long life ever pretended that these teeth do not desire to be placed upon the flesh of others.
You see, he is a vampire. And Florenta
That
goes back to
is not
scribbling
what-
in her book.
That is not what he said.
There are alternatives to that.
listen,
And we should
I'm not going
explore
to
them
lie.
later when it's not...
He's
so
been out
cold.
during the daytime, so probably not a vampire. Though I do see your reasoning, Florenta.
My grandmother said there were kinds of vampires who could go out during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandmother is right. Not all vampires are affected by the sun.
That is
Only
true.
the only the
Okay,
only
well-
the
Fighting, though.
only the most
This is
common
not-
type of vampires have trouble with the sun.
And as
This is
I'm
not
sure you
helping
have
your
all,
argument.
and as I'm sure you've all noticed, I am anything but common. And he's gonna pick up the like ration mix, whatever it is.
You know, most people would be trying to do anything to avoid being perceived as a vampire. He is not. This is probably a good sign that he is not a vampire.
Exactly.
No,
If I was a
that's why-
vampire, I'd go out of my way to convince you that wasn't true.
If he was,
No,
if he
no.
was a vampire, and he was pretty sure that we knew or thought we knew, wouldn't he play exactly these kinds of head games?
Well, now I just
Exactly.
can't win.
Oldie, your intellect is dizzying.
Well,
That's what you get. That's what you get for being a vampire. That's why you can't win.
well, at the very least, I promise not to eat any of you tonight. I'd like to think our friendship keeps us all sort of bonded in a way that would prevent that from happening if I were a vampire, which I am.
Luka,
Of course not.
you've checked with your eyes when Abellus was near, yes?
Oh yes, he's part celestial, like you.
What? No,
Not a
right,
vampire.
yes. Okay. Not a
But they didn't say
vampire.
that there were
Um,
two of them.
I mean,
Doesn't mean that he's not a vampire, but at the very least, I know that that's what he is. So
right.
Mhm.
It just means that if he is a vampire, he's not an undead vampire, right?
No, I suppose that does make sense, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But if he were
So,
if he
yes
were a
and no.
demon, if he were a demon vampire, then he would show up as a fiend, right? Isn't that how that works?
I believe so.
Yes, I would assume that is the way that would play out.
There could be celestial vampires. We do not know.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. In fact,
Mhm.
some would
That does
even
not.
go as far
that
as
does
to
not
say
seem-
that there are plenty of them up there.
That does not seem very likely. I don't. No, I don't like that idea. So until someone proves it to me, I am going to pretend no one said it.
I mean, I specifically said that that doesn't mean that he's not a vampire, but sure, whatever helps you sleep.
Okay. So no more food touched by gods, or at least with their influence, like the ale.
I would never be as bold as to demand that you deny yourselves something you clearly enjoy so much. But yes, I will likely pass whenever that comes to be the settled meal of the day.
Oh, you better believe that I'm going to eat the heck out of this stew, and I will continue to throw rations at you so that you don't fall over.
I think
Right.
that is a perfectly reasonable arrangement.
And I can make it without that ale. It was just, or the beer, it was just available and
Of course.
plentiful. But I will remember that for next time.
All right.
Do
So,
not. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, if you're still talking, go.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna- do not deny yourselves the enjoyment of a good meal on my account. I have rations.
Having having the food that I worked on for my friends denied does not make me feel good. So I'm going to make sure that everyone involved can enjoy and partake and enjoy. That's how you were supposed to say that. It's fine. We got there.
I apologize if I got under your skin. I meant you no offense.
You can hurt his feelings without offending him.
Well,
That.
I am sincerely sorry if I hurt you. It was not my intention.
Sure. Intention and impact.
I really don't think
But-
he has been a person very long.
Come on,
Have
me.
any of us?
He doesn't people very well.
Him or me?
Oh, him.
Oh,
Him. You people quite well. You just sheltered is all.
like he's looking to the rest of you. Do I people well?
I am not the person to ask.
I do not want to stab you, so yes, I think you do.
Oh, okay. Well, good. Sorry, most of the time I was either in the temple or at political functions. It was very. The temple was good. I liked it at the temple, not at the other functions.
Yeah, I could make friends with a chair, so I'm not a good judge of
Right.
whether or not you're good at people.
Florenta points at Abellus. I only want to stab him some of the time.
I feel like that's a compliment.
You should take it as such. I have not stabbed you.
Well, I enjoy your company too.
Also,
I did not go that far.
I get the impression that Florenta would like to stab the majority of normal people she meets.
This is not true. I am a thief, not a murderer.
I did not say you did stab them, only that you wanted to.
I would be willing
No,
to.
I'm the
but I
murderer.
won't.
That's different.
Besides, stabbing
Really?
someone doesn't inherently mean they die.
There is a big difference between killing
Only if you're
someone and
stabbing them
murder,
wrong.
Luka. You, of all people, should know there is a huge difference between killing and murder.
Well, if I'm stabbing
yes.
you, you're dying. That's how that works.
The same. Yes.
This
This is why I
very,
accept our arrangement.
it's a very interesting conversation.
All right. You
Over a
should
very
all,
good meal.
we should all get some rest. I will take first watch.
I'll take the first watch if that's all right. I'd rather not have my sleep disturbed later.
Take the last watch then.
I
You
suppose.
could also,
If you're
you could also have multiple people on the watch.
We could, but that would be a waste of good sleep time. Go to sleep, Abellus.
if you're so intent on the first watch, I suppose.
Okay, good.
I think we're more intent on sleeping.
Yes.
I was just about to ask if we needed to have our tall friend throw more things at your head until you agree.
As a very confident non-vampiric being, I have no issue sleeping with the group.
You know,
And then he looks over at
emphasizing
Oldie and
non-
goes, don't.
You know, after
Don't.
emphasizing non-vampiric after that had already been put to bed is the opposite of not sus.
No, we're putting him to bed. It's okay.
He's been awake too long. That is why he's going to sleep now. Okay, good.
I'll
In
stay
the
up with
end,
you.
if you must. In the end, it doesn't actually matter who's on watch because the night passes uneventfully because it's a really well-chosen hiding spot, which you cleverly return to.
Sometimes I have smart ideas.
Yes, Q.
Okay. I would like to have a conversation with a certain halfling, if we can.
You can always claim some of my time.
Okay.
Here for this.
You know, I mean, it's always dark. It's the little cave thing. But he comes to you and goes, Oldie, I was wondering if you had a moment we could talk.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, you always have a claim on some of my time.
Okay. I haven't done this before. Had interest in a person before.
Ooh. Were you interested in?
What do you mean? Oh, you, Oldie.
Yes, I know. I'm a card. What about me?
He's going to take his hands, place them on either side of your face, looking very intently. I have interest in you.
Ooh. I mean, obviously, I kind of like you too. So
No.
that might be able to work.
Yvonne
I'm
moves to
sorry, I'm
the
having a little fun. I'm not trying to be mean to you.
Yvonne moves to
I
the
really, I really am fond of you.
Yvonne moves to the doorway, steps out past the blanket to smoke a pipe so as not to be the awake person listening to this conversation.
Yvonne, you're a real one. So once you stop pulling his leg, he breathes. Back home, a lot is expected of me. But I don't want that. Well, no, not really.
Do you have like an arranged marriage or something that we need to like
No,
work
at
through,
least
or
no, at least not yet. I don't think it could happen, but they have not sent word that they were planning on. I hope not. Everyone there
take a
is the
breath.
worst. Yes,
Hey,
sorry.
you know I have a way with words, okay? I can smooth things out with the family if that's your concern. Right now, we're here. I mean, it could be a better place, but we're here. It's us right now. They're not here. They're off, over there, not dealing
Right.
with what we're dealing with. So let's worry about our lives, and then, we can worry about like my family or your family or other things like that, like down the road. Like, take a breath and just like deal with today.
Okay. Well, can we deal with future thing? Just one future thing.
Sure.
Okay. I need us both to survive so that and you see the fire of his hair brighten a little bit. So that when we get back I can take you out on a date.
Oh my God. I always take other people out on dates. This is super exciting for me. We're going to survive. I will make sure that you live and I live, and I'll even do things that are slightly, mind you, less
Slightly.
inadvisable so that I am less likely to die.
Okay, all right. Can we get rid of that slightly part of the inadvisable?
For you, I will remove that caveat.
Thing?
If anybody else is awake, this is for him. Don't come looking to me to be, that kind of sensible one.
Okay.
This is for you, Kole. For you, I'll do it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I wanted to that, yeah, I like you. More than just a friend, I think, and I would like to see where that could go.
Well, how about for that? That's awesome, and obviously, I'm entirely on board for that. So, how about for now we just cuddle up and go to sleep?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Oldie will like move his blankets over to like Cole's spot and like fix them up all super nice and fluff up the pillows and.
Gotcha. Just so you know, Kole is very warm. Unsurprisingly.
Oldie very much extra enjoys it right now, obviously.
Yeah. And the fire hair, very soft.
Ooh,
and does not burn you. So there's that.
Nice.
Aw. It's so soft, you guys. I hope you know that's what I'm going to talk to Luka about in the morning.
Can make sure that I'm not awake for that, please. My ears are burning. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just wraps an arm around Oldie and just gone. Like once he's ready to go to sleep, he's out. Yeah. All right. That was me. And Oldie. Yay.
Yay.
Nice. All right. Anything else we need to handle before morning arrives?
When Abellus is awoken for his shift, if the two of them are still cuddling, there's a moment of just sort of a good-natured, honest sort of smile. Just for a moment.
Yay. Abellus isn't dead inside. How lovely.
Only mostly dead.
Don't open
Most
dead
of dead is
inside.
slightly alive.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Sorry, I just saw the chat and the ship name.
So good.
What
No,
is
the ship has
what is
sailed, and we are all here
Goldie?
for it.
Coldie.
Nice.
Yeah, we're all here for Goldie.
Oh, goodness.
Absolutely
Fantastic.
beautiful. All right. So, morning comes. As far as you can tell, Yvonne, several different people took watch. So Yvonne did get some sleep. You realize once you are awake, Abellus, that you were not given a watch. They let you sleep through.
You must have forgotten. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oops.
And to think there was a time when I was the one who needed to be distrusted.
All right. So your plan, as I understand it, was to go ahead and head south through the covered area, through the area that has more cover, because you have the hills and, the trees on the hills and a little bit of forest in the way. There are things to duck under and or behind rather than that wide open expanse to your west.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
is there anything?
this morning when I wake up, I don't do my normal grumpy thing. I'm all cheery. I'm like, good morning. Good morning.
Someone had a good night.
Sus.
Cole is also awake and just very quietly just nursing his morning, just
Oh, God.
The two of you
Luke's
must have
immediately
slept
gonna go
together
over to
quietly.
Okay, his hair is so soft and he's so warm. Oh my God.
Luka obviously goes over to their bestie. Did it finally happen? Is it like a kiss or just like a cuddle?
Rev, you're muted.
Oh, I'm just laughing. Go on.
No, you gotta ask the question.
Luka has gone too oldie.
Oh,
Has been like, did it
Oldie.
finally
I thought
happen?
you
Oh
went
yeah.
to your bestie. Oh,
You are the bestie.
yeah, we're like an item now. It was just, it was nice. It was nice snuggles. Well, he's gonna take me out on a date when we get back. So I promised him, and this is a promise to him. This is not an offer to anybody else, but I'll actually stop and think and not do the totally inadvisable things, so that I can survive. So he can take me out on a date.
Self-preservation is important for your date life. Yes.
From up near the front, you hear the only part of that I heard was hard to believe. I heard that Oldie was going to be reasonable.
That's
No,
only for Kole.
Just real quick, just
wisest.
gonna put it out there. Kole and Oldie both just got gifted inspiration from the amazing Chloe over in chat.
Well done.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey, you got it before you gave it to him before I did. I was about to.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I meant Chloe
Oh, I
did.
see.
Good work, Chloe. I can save my inspiration for later. They might need it.
For other people.
There's
All right.
another couple.
There is another couple.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Florenta is going to be eating some breakfast and sort of poke Luka and say, "You never promised not to do stupid things for me. Why is this?"
Because that would be lying, and lying is bad.
I appreciate that. I will only lie to you if you ask me to.
I will never
It's
keep
like
you from anything that
sweetest
you want to do.
Also, they are a
This is good.
paladin, and their job is to do stupid things.
This is the first. You are the first paladin I have ever known.
We're not all alike.
No, certainly
That's
not.
true. But in
Yes.
general, there are many different kinds of paladins. But most of the paladins of the Bright Gods, there is one thing they have in common, and that is service to their god and their oath is more important than their life or their well-being.
Yes.
Yeah, that's factual. So I can't.
See, I am old. I know some things.
So I'm not going to lie, because lying is bad, and I don't do that. It's a waste of time for all of us. I will likely die
Yes.
in a terrible manner. I accept this.
Florian, though.
So may
hopefully.
I take your portion of treasure should you die?
You can take 2/3 of it. A third of it is
Can I-
already dedicated.
Well, I was going to ask if I promise to give most of it away to widows and orphans and keep one piece to remember you by.
A third of it still already has another source, I'm afraid. So
It's
2/3 of
That's
it is all
fine.
yours.
The church.
It's a good
No.
deal.
Oh,
I'll be dead. The church can find its own way.
well, you're not wrong.
Also, the church has plenty of money.
Well, yes,
Exactly.
obviously. I know that, but, still, again, you mentioned paladins.
No, I don't give my money to the church.
Love takes many forms, and it is always so.
So by this point, you guys are striding along a little surreptitiously, southward. Having as you are moving out of the higher hills into the slightly forested area, Yvonne does cast Pass Without Trace on you,
Heck yeah.
giving all of you at least some chance of passing stealthily.
Good.
And that
Because
being
your
the
boy
case, I would like
is
you to all roll stealth now.
No.
Remember that it's a group thing, and as long as more of you pass it than don't, the group is still hidden.
Yeah, y'all got this.
Oh, think.
Why do I like that?
Good.
So what
man.
is the bonus? What is the bonus for pass without trace?
It's a plus
Plus
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are at disadvantage, however.
Correct. Luckily for me, I rolled a 12 and an 11.
So you got a 21 plus whatever your bonus was, if you have one.
I got a 10.
Plus 1.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I got 22.
We have a plus 10 on that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
As long as you stay close to Yvonne.
Okay, then that's a 28 for me.
Very good.
I got a 30.
Very good.
Sheesh.
Justina, what did Florenta get?
29.
Very nice. And Abellus.
20.
What?
20.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you guys fade into the background like there's magic hiding you or something. Oh, wait, there's magic hiding you. What did Oldie
How
get?
can this be?
I couldn't.
28.
Okay. I suddenly couldn't remember if I'd asked you yet or not.
Yeah.
I'm not tired. I'm just drawn that way. All right.
Oof.
Yeah. So you're moving along, and you manage to stay under the cover of trees and, in the shadow of stones and that sort of thing, at least once during about an hour's trek southward. You see the shadow pass over you of a dragon. You're pretty certain it's not any bigger than the one you just killed. And it does not seem to have noticed you.
Good. Can we see, like, is it going back the way we came, or is it going where the direction that we're heading?
It does, in fact, seem to be going the way you came.
F.
Which is to say, toward the escarpment, not like toward town.
Yeah, either she or one of her other little toys is probably going to check in on their friend who has gone mysteriously silent, or at least that would seem probably to be most reasonable. So they're about to find out.
Yeah, it's more than likely she's sent one of hers out to try and scope us out, try and find us.
Right, because remember, she spoke through the dead one's mouth. She already knows you killed him.
Right, she knows.
Right.
She knows.
Had a brain skip there. Yep. Nope. That's a good. Yep. So probably looking for us. Well, that
I made sure she knew that he failed her.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably looking for us.
Gotcha.
Which I'll ponder this, but other people should ponder too while we're trekking. We might be able to use the fact that they're looking for us to create a distraction somehow to draw them out.
Distraction.
Well, I mean, rather than using one of us as live bait, perhaps. There's something to think on while we're moving.
How dense are these woods?
Not very. There's like 5 or 10 feet between the trees. It's not really a woods. It's just a place that happens to have some tree cover and some rock cover.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have a copse of woods in the area you're in, not like they have closer to town.
Sure. Okay, then
remember, you're out east past where I actually have mapped on that Bursovia map.
That's fine. The thought was, like, we could lead the dragon, like, here. This would be the best if we weren't going to try and find another cave or whatever. But yeah, no, if it's not dense tree cover or anything like that, no, we don't need to worry about. But we can keep an eye out for areas that would be good to sort of lead them as we're moving.
Right. Keep an eye out for an area if they happen to catch sight of you somewhere where you might be able to fight them on a more even keel without having to worry about just being constantly strafed.
Right. Exactly. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say it now, and I'll let you know when it changes. But every, day cycle, when I do my daily thing, the +1 is going to go to Oldie's armor.
Very good.
Okay, so whatever your AC is.
Everybody has a way to do magical damage now, so that's probably pretty wise.
Yeah. Yep. And every little bit of AC helps, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do aid or no?
Yeah, I'm still do aid.
Yeah, I was about to say that the aid you did before would have worn off.
Yeah, no, so it'll be the 2 because there's still There's still 6 of us.
Right.
7?
So 2 second
So
level.
6, yeah, 2 second level.
Yeah, there's only 6 of you right now because
Kerberos is off.
Kerberos
Yeah.
is off scouting.
Mhm.
All right. The dragon makes a couple more passes over the next couple of hours, but
Mm.
still doesn't seem to manage to find you.
I will resist the urge to call it names.
Oh, good.
Good, thank you.
There are definitely times where Abellus is sort of looking over at Luka, being like, "Do
But
this."
it is still, although it's not old enough to actually have frightful presence, it is still very nerve-wracking to have a dragon pass back and forth over you. And to know that it's looking specifically for you.
Mhm.
It's not a great feeling.
No, I'd imagine not.
And then you're headed further south, and you come into a little wooded area that resembles these. And I have got a new map over there on the owlbear, and I will take Kerberos off of it. If you will let me know what your kind of marching order is now. I believe you've got a standard, but I don't know if it's going to stay the same.
Stay in the back.
For me, the owlbear is loaded, and like I saw the stuff that came up before, but the new map has not come up. And I just reloaded it to make sure.
Really?
I don't know if other
Anybody else
people.
see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I see it.
That's it.
Maybe
No. All right, it's honestly just it's a snowy path and there are trees to either side. I have the trees currently fogged mostly.
you need to do some zoom.
No, I just tried to zoom. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, owlbear's giving me. I'll try it on the Chromebook here. Let's give me a moment to
So
open it.
anyway, Kole, I assume you are near the front.
Correct.
So it's like you and Yvonne.
Yeah.
With Oldie and Florenta in the middles.
Yeah, I'm the
Yes.
squishy little filling in the middle.
And then basically
Or
Abellus and
marshmallow
Luka.
filling.
Abellus just ahead of Luka at the back.
I think they're probably going to be shoulder to shoulder.
Okay. Cool. And at this point, I would like you to make perception checks.
We see
Perception.
That is only an 18 for me.
Let's see if my advantage can roll something that isn't the same thing.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I believe in you so much.
I can see the clues Oldie has on.
I'm totally lost in a reverie and daydream about Kole and how awesome our date's going to be because I rolled a 6.
Got it.
Oh no.
What'd you get, Del?
24.
Oh, okay. Well, you made an oh no sound. I thought maybe you rolled really badly too.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that was in response to Rev daydreaming.
Legit.
Oldie just off in the clouds.
23.
Cool. So, Kole, what'd you get?
18.
18. That's what you said. Okay. So, both Luka and Florenta notice before anything happens and can warn the party. I guess the two of you were making a kind of a scan of the area, and your shield. What did you? Just out of curiosity, Del, what was your low roll
An 18.
total?
Like an 18 on the die.
Oh, okay. So you rolled two very high ones.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, so yeah, the shield may have helped a little, but you were scanning very closely. Maybe just the presence of dragons around made you a little nervous, but you scanned the entire
They are
area.
on high alert.
Yeah. And so you scan the whole area, and everything is cleared out except over to your right are a pair of medium-sized beasts that look like this. They're wolverines, but they're bigger.
I
They
love
just
them.
need little nose boobs.
Hmm.
And as you can see from their expression, they have noticed you.
Just to confirm, so these are similar looking, but not gluts.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
These are not gluts.
Okay.
I will like elbow Abellus.
Hmm,
We're being watched.
oh. Hmm. Well, to be fair, we likely did stumble into their homes. And we're not the first ones, I would say.
They are looking in your direction, snuffling, and somebody with a good animal handling or survival could probably interpret their behavior.
I've got a 2 for both.
Yes, same.
Right. I don't think you're actually proficient in them, and that's what I was looking for as well.
Oh, no.
I'm looking at our ranger friend. Because I don't know.
Well, unfortunately, your ranger friend rolled a 2.
Oh,
So
Now-
even though he is highly proficient,
That's right. I have jack of all trades, so I can
oh yeah.
correct. You can't be
make
proficient
the
with every
attempt
skill.
at least.
So if, sorry.
Florenta?
Yeah, Florenta.
Just a plan for after everybody gets done with their rolling and stuff.
Murder is the plan, murder.
No, the plan is not murder.
Don't murder that. We are in their house.
I didn't say murder.
A 19.
As far as you can tell, they are very interested in you. They see you as potential prey and haven't decided yet.
Okay, guys. They haven't decided if we're prey yet. They're curious.
Okay. When so
Intimidation?
You can try it.
Yeah, probably could scare them off.
possibly.
Well, there will be like a small like consultation because this is from Oldies and
Could I
Do you want me to
could
try
I
and
make
scare
a
them
could I
off?
make a nature roll to try to identify what they are?
I mean, sure. It won't be a hard roll.
Oh, okay. That's a 16.
Yeah. These are dire wolverines. Basically, they're the one step up from a wolverine. The next step after that is a giant wolverine, which you also know for sure exist. And you've actually heard of Invidian gluttons, which are very large, very dangerous, very terrible. You don't know for sure if they're real, but you've heard of them.
All right, they're probably dire wolverines, so we could probably just scare them off. They're just animals.
On the other hand, your nature knowledge also tells you that Wolverines scare bears off their prey. Normal Wolverines
Mhm.
scare full-size bears off their prey.
Wolverines. Right.
So intimidation,
then-
probably not.
Yeah, I was about to say. So then, do we want to try to persuade with? Because if they're looking at us like this, then it might be a hunger thing. Maybe something is dragons or kobolds taking away their food.
I think Justina
Right.
wants to.
Yeah, go ahead, Justina.
All right, so Florenta's going to take a bunch of her rations and throw them as far as she can near the Wolverines.
All right, give me a dex roll.
Cool. This will either work or
Have to be my
backfire
same suggestions
terribly.
of food.
That is a 22.
All right,
Let's go.
it's a good aimed throw, and rations aren't super heavy. I assume you opened them just slightly for the smell to
Yes,
get out.
of course.
They watch your arm throw and you can see them start to bow up. Like, no, someone's throwing something at us. Wait. They
Could I make a
sus-
persuasion roll to try to encourage them? Like, I can't
persuasion
let us eat
does
some
not,
food.
unless you have
It has
a
to be
class
sentient.
ability, right? Unless you have a class ability that does otherwise, you have to use animal handling.
Mhm.
So then let's see what happens. How do they feel? Like, what are they doing with it?
They are slowly, suspiciously trundling toward the food, and they sniff at it. They kind of give Florenta specifically this squinty-eyed look, and then they slowly start to eat it. They don't look super happy about it. I mean, you can't really blame them. It's hardtack and beef jerky, but
Yeah.
It
but
does
it's
not my
something.
leg, and I suggest we move.
And what observing them more closely, they look like they may be a mated pair. Which probably explain why they're not fighting each other, because Wolverines tend to be fairly solitary. They are not pack animals. But this one of them eats while the other one watches, and they switch back and forth.
Okay.
And on closer observation, they do look a little skinny. Not like super skinny, because it hasn't been snowing that long, but the sudden winter may have had an effect on
the wildlife.
On the other wildlife, yeah.
Because it was sudden. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I had actually swapped it out. I'm gonna cast Create Food and Water.
Uh-huh. What kind of food are you creating?
I guess I can ask Oldie before I make it. What all do they eat? Muted. You muted it.
You're muted, Rev.
What do dire Wolverines or Wolverines usually consume?
Well, they are primarily carnivores, and they are carrion eaters as well, but they like fresh meat.
Yeah, they're generally like typical carnivores.
Yeah.
Hunt small mammals. Some herd animals.
Yeah, small
They
mammals,
generally-
hares, foxes, birds, frogs, but they do also eat berries. The thing is, these are dire Wolverines, so they probably eat larger animals as well, like you said, herd animals, deer.
Yeah, deer, moose.
Gotcha. All right, so it's 45 pounds. So probably like a bunch of pig. Do some pig.
Very good. They luckily you were given the time to do that by the throwing of the rations.
Yeah.
Because casting a spell, if they weren't already distracted by food, who knows if they're smart enough to see that as a problem.
Right.
But animals very often respond to things that have been done to them before. You never know.
Right.
Yeah, so but once the steaming fresh pig meat shows up, they wander away from the rations and dig into the pig meat quite happily.
Good. Great.
Resisting
45
every
pounds.
urge in Oldie's little body, every little bone in his body to boop one of their noses.
Beam. So after
I
I
made
cast
the
the spell,
promise. I made the promise.
you did. However, I also know that the urge is strong. I've got a good insight. I can see you just vibrating with excitement. I'm going to look to Ivan. I've put some of the pigs, over there. We can take one for dinner for us, and if everyone can grab some of the water.
No. We should not take the pigs. They will get
Not-
very upset if we take the pigs.
We
not
shouldn't
all of the
take
pigs.
fresh meat, I don't think, either.
Well, it's not fresh.
We should just leave it because they will want more, and if they have more, then they won't hunt us if we come on the way back.
Sure. We can at least grab the water.
That is reasonable.
You're muted again.
I was saying that the dragon might smell the raw meat too, because dragons are
This is
hunter
true.
things.
I mean,
That's why I
it's
said I don't
cooked.
want meat on us. Rations give off less of a smell.
Sure, that is fair. But yes, it's the water. There are jugs. Everyone can take one, and just leave what we don't need. Yeah, dude. Clean water. So yes, once we're done, we can go.
I'll leave one
then-
of the wooden bowls out with some water in case their water was affected as well.
Mm.
Just
Yeah, it's 30 gallons of water. There's plenty of it.
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause I don't know what their area has been affected like, but if water is also an issue like food is, hydration makes animals just as crazy.
Right.
Abellus will be leaving his portion of water.
Yeah, the lucky thing is they probably don't have kits. They don't have babies right now because
Right.
the actual breeding season usually starts in May, and this is early spring.
Right.
But they obviously have some kind of association. And the other thing is that if he's a breeding male, then he may have multiple females,
Mhm.
which means you may have seen two, but more might be coming.
Gotcha. Good to know. So yes, we will continue.
It's perhaps time for us to move.
Indeed. So you continue on your way further south, having wisely chosen and kindly chosen not to fight the dire wolverines
Mhm.
and to deal with them in a sensible fashion.
It's like their world
I
has
don't-
also been changed.
Right.
Mhm.
It's cruel seeing what they're forced into. Or
And it's like I have players who are really cool and choose different options than just murder everything, and it makes the black and empty space where my heart should be very warm. Speaking of which, before we move into the next thing, we should probably go ahead and take our break.
Yeah.
seems like a really good place for it. So we're gonna take.
Welcome everyone to our wonderful game. We will be back in about 15 of those things they call minutes on your very modern newfangled clock thingies.
Yup. We'll be back. Go use the bathroom, get a drink, stand up, stretch, go wherever you gotta go, but be back here in 15 because we will be. And we hope to
And
see
we
you
will
then.
do more power of the friendship. To
More
learn
power of the
everything.
friendship.
Mm-hmm.
See you then.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I just poked in the chat.
We're back.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Successor States of Rega actual play, Shadow of the Dragon. Our fine company is moving south toward the river, taking advantage of the cover provided by trees and rocks and things in the hills. They've managed to avoid a confrontation with dire wolverines by giving them food instead of by giving them swords. And I do want to remind everyone before we get started to stick around at the end for special announcements. Don't assume we're done until we tell you. So welcome aboard as we return our attention to our heroes as they approach the frozen river. Cool. All right. And on that frozen river, hopefully this will work like I intended it to. You can see there's a tree that's fallen over into the river that might be helpful for getting across it, or the river. There's also a ford area where it might actually have gotten frozen enough to get across without getting too wet or breaking through the ice. And I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, this went so well last time.
Didn't it?
Holy crap.
Nice.
It's better.
Yeah, same for me.
The same thing. I'm back on track.
13.
Okay.
I roll a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Very good.
23.
All right.
I got a 24 as well.
See, aren't you
22.
guys?
All right. Well, most of these things were pretty well hidden. It looks as if they were under a similar effect to what you had. However, everyone who beat a 21, raise your hand real quick. All right. Those of you who beat a 21 are not surprised as they pop out of hiding in the woods around you. I will notify you that the thing that I'm about to reveal is not, in fact, an actual dragon.
Oh, good.
I'm just using the dragon token.
Okay, good.
It is a large white scaled draconic four-legged creature without wings. The individual near it is a white-scaled dragon born in chainmail with a very large, very long spear. And the other two are white kobolds. Over on this side, we have a creature that looks to be some sort of weird amalgam between a cat and a white dragon. Basically, it's a medium-sized it looks like a medium-sized panther, but it's got white scales.
Interesting.
That one that just popped up is another kobold. That one is another white dragonborn in white robes, with a shield and a club and a sickle on its belt. and an additional kobold. It looks like everybody made the check except for Abellus.
Yes, I believe so.
All right. Unfortunately, you will sit out this first little bit then, as is unfortunately expected.
Can we not? Do we not have enough time? Because I'm literally like shoulder to shoulder with them. Can I not? Like,
Yes, but they are immediately moving into action. So he's going to be not immediately able to roll initiative, whereas the rest of you are.
okay.
All right. Starting from Florenta, what is your initiative?
Initiative 21.
All right. Luka.
Luka did not roll. 1 second. Go to the next person.
Very good. Kole.
Trying to
13.
get my owlbear to work.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Q?
13.
Very good. Remember that you have advantage on the roll, Del. Rev?
Oh, I did.
Dirty 20.
Very good.
$18.
Okay. All right. First person to act will be Florenta. Oldie, you are on deck. They look like they were probably counting on surprise and did not get it. Not entirely, anyway.
All right. So since I don't see a grid, how far is it to the tree over there? So I might, I don't know,
Which tree?
take the one that I am moving to here.
All right. That's 30 feet. 25 feet to
Okay.
get right behind the tree. So you can
All right,
totally
that's-
move there. Yep.
All right. And then, let's see. I can use a
Bonus
free
action
action.
behind, I assume.
Yeah. Which I got a 20 to do that.
Very good.
And then I'm going to take a shot at the robed dragonborn, if I can.
Right. All right.
And that
Yep, you
means
can take
I
a shot.
Okay, excellent. Oh, yeah. Okay, so.
You do not have advantage.
Okay, I do not. All right. So in that case, I just roll 1 and I got a 22.
All right. $22 definitely hits,
All right. And
but you do not get sneak attack.
okay, but I do get 8 points of damage on them.
Very good. The arrow streaks by the left shoulder, kind of catches it, skitters off the top, draws blood, but doesn't do severe damage. All right. Oldie, you're up. Luka, you're on deck.
All right. I was just checking out measurements on the map there. I think I am just going to move over slightly. Let me move
Mhm.
myself. Just going to take a little 5-foot step. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stay right where I am in the middle there. That's probably a good idea. But the 4 enemies to the right, immediately to the right of us, I'm going to call upon the fox from great fury and anger, that his voice may be heard by the fallen servants of darkness, and cast Shatter, and I can make drop it at a point where a 10-foot radius hits all 4 of them.
I'm missing. I can't see my 4th token over there. Can you see it?
Yeah, there's a little
Yeah.
dragon on top, and then like a little like orc or something underneath it, and then like a little spider, and then like another little orc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that-
I
Blends.
can't. Yeah, for whatever reason, I can't see my own 4th, my own kobold over there. 'Cause
Try
that's what it is.
reloading. See if that helps.
He doesn't need to be there. It's okay.
Just Control Alt Delete that. It's fine.
Goodbye.
I just saw it refresh on my screen.
Yeah, it refreshed and it's still not there. It's fine. We'll figure it out in a second. So you're throwing a shatter and you can get all of them. Very good.
Yep, I measured it out with the tool.
Yep. And
then
save in DC.
Yep, that is a Constitution save roll at a difficulty of 16.
Okay.
And then it's thunder damage on failed and half as much on success. They have disadvantage if they are stone, crystal, metal, or similar rigid material.
They are not those things.
I did not believe so.
Yep.
And then I roll 3d8, which is 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 3 is 15. So that's 15 or 7 if they succeed.
From the way they're reacting, they look like they're definitely damaged, but you would guess that all of them, surprisingly, have saved. It's as if there was some sort of divine inspiration helping all of the bad guys on that side in that regard.
Yeah, that is uncool. And speaking of which, for my bonus action, I oh no, I'm just can you hold a bonus action?
No.
Okay, it has to be done on your turn, correct?
No.
Let's see. In that case, I'm just looking to see where everybody is. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna sing a wonderful song about how much I am looking forward to many years and many discoveries with Kole, and how awesome as it's going to be when we return triumphant to have that date. And you have bardic inspiration.
I do want to point out that the individual on that side, the dragonborn in the chain, looks like it was hurt even less, as if it both made the save and was suddenly resistant.
I was about to say might have had a resistance, or yeah. That's uncool. I do not like their resistance to the will of the proper gods. But then I am done, so it is the next person on deck.
Oh, hey, just so you know, the big draconic thing over there by him actually looks like it took full damage.
Okay. Good to know.
All right, so they reel, back from it a little bit. There's a little bit of blood coming out the ears. You can tell that their bones have shaken in their skin from the sonic damage. Except for the one in the chainmail who's just stoically. All right, Luka, you're up.
Okay. So we're saying that the dragonborn next to the scale battle kitty is less damaged.
Yeah, okay. Over to the left, the one there, the scaled battle kitty, as you call it, is large and is basically just like a dragon, but without wings. The one to the other side is a medium-sized and looks like a cat, but with scales. If you see the distinction.
I think they were talking about the guy in the chain.
That's what I thought too. I was just making sure.
Yes.
Is that correct, El? Very good. Yes. That one seems to have been the least affected by the spell.
Cool. Does my intimidation need to be targeted, or can it just be like a general thing?
You could certainly try to intimidate groups of people at once.
Cool. I've done it before. I just wanted to make sure. So they're feeling better about things.
Mhm.
Their friends are in a good mood. They're in a good mood. This is good. So we're going to go ahead and start crackling up that lightning in the throat. And roll out some intimidation. We're going to be merciful today. And in Draconic, turn your cheeks to the Mother of Redemption so that she might redeem your sins and your failures. Or feel cold steel, for there is no other way. And we'll roll intimidation. That is a 28.
Sheesh.
Go away. Hopefully.
All right. Over on that side of things, since you're talking to everybody, but you're shouting it at that Dragonborn. The Dragonborn seems entirely unfazed, and the creature beside him kind of bristles and looks like it's about to lunge forward. The kobolds on that side look terrified, but then look over at the Dragonborn and steal their will.
Interesting.
On the other side, the two kobolds run like hell.
Smart.
Some people have more self-preservation than others.
True.
Some people are further away from the thing they were more terrified of than you.
And that is sad. Sad for them.
Yeah, sometimes the thing you're more familiar with is more terrifying than the unknown.
Yeah.
Conditioning is a
It's a beast.
Yeah.
We all learn things. Sometimes we learn them the hard way. Sometimes we only learn them once.
Yep.
Sometimes the friendship can't learn you and the pain has to.
Unfortunate, but true.
They tried. They did.
That was an excellent try, truly.
I do have to make a note. Oldie was just lost in his reverie for his sexy, sexy man, and but has to make a mental note to remember to always give Luka that first bardic inspiration for the "you can back down now."
Yeah, that's fair.
I also didn't use Channel Divinity, but I'm saving that for.
Well, the Channel Divinity wouldn't have worked on the intimidation anyway. It only works on persuasion.
Right. I meant if the true conversion if
Right.
we're gonna make friends with the big dragon or whatever.
All right, so this kobold here basically dives into cover and pulls a Florenta.
Mm.
No.
That was the wrong way to dive into cover, my friend.
Except that, okay, he's actually still hidden
Ah,
because I just hid the token.
yes.
And then, as that was in fact his bonus action, but he can't get anybody.
R.I.P.
Unfortunate for him.
Mhm.
Can anyone
So it's-
outside of Abellus speak Draconic? I just thought about that.
No.
Oh, it's just us.
Yeah, I can
No,
make
no, you're the
myself
only person who
understand
knows
it.
all the
But I-
bad things that Luka's been saying.
Yep.
All right. So that was it. It did something. Abellus, you're next. Cole, you're on deck.
Oh, I get to go now?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh, wait, does he? Wait,
yeah, because
no?
I didn't have.
No?
I don't have an action in the
Oh,
surprise round.
correct.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't.
And then my initiative is very, very bad because I got a 6.
Right. The system gave me one, and I forgot that you hadn't.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. So Cole.
Hi. So very simply, in Celestial, because he doesn't speak Draconic, but he has words as well. Who knows who can hear what he's saying? Cole says, "You have one opportunity to stand down." And brandishing shield and hammer, he's going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Flame ripples like erupts from his chest and forms his ancestors, all of those that were touched by Ignia,
Mm-hmm.
who are standing around him ready to throw down.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's me. That's my turn.
Yep.
Good turn.
All right. Next is the robed dragonborn.
Mm-mm. Go ones, all ones.
I'll give him a 2.
1.5.
Yeah, we'll compromise.
All right.
Mhm.
All of you are within 20 feet of each other.
Oh, good. That's what you want to
except
hear.
for Florenta.
Florenta is not.
Yeah, no one knows where Florent. It's fine. It's a good.
We don't see her body. It's all right.
Florenta does not exist. If not found,
Oh,
404.
That's the twist, right? Florent was in our head all along.
Oh no.
Sure.
Sure. All right.
The friend we made up along the way.
I need everyone in that space. So everyone except Florenta to make a DC 16 dexterity save as the ground explodes up underneath you in rock and snow and ice.
Why Dex?
Because you're trying to dodge something.
Right. Trying to keep that balance, my boy.
That is a 16 on the dot.
Very good.
17.
Okay.
I got a 19,
Okay.
miraculously.
The power of love is inspiring our short little legs.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And
I got a 16.
oh, excellent. Everybody saved.
Which is good because I have a 1.
Same. Yes.
We're all bad at decks outside of Florenta.
Right. This is
And
not
I
a
guess
dexter
Abellus.
crew.
Sorry, my bad.
Abellus is quite dexterous. Thank you very much.
It's certainly something.
All right, you each take 10
It's
points
strong.
of bludgeoning damage, because that's the
Okay.
half.
Ooh.
Right.
And all of that area becomes difficult terrain because the stuff that erupted out of the earth falls back to the ground and is scattered all over the place.
Erupting Earth is such a good spell.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when it's not on me.
Correct. Correct.
So everything inside that square, basically, square-ish thing, is difficult terrain. So it costs double to move through.
The 10 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank
I
you.
mean, they want to kill us, so they have to come to us.
Oh, right. No, they got to come here.
Yep. All right. So this creature, the cat beast thing,
Yep.
rushes around the
Battle
bush
cat.
and decides it's going to maul Abellus,
Good.
which is a fancy way of saying claw, bite, but with only a single attack
Yeah.
roll.
Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah, thank you for
Um,
that clarification.
Sweet. So he's coming in, would you say, within 15 feet of me? Yeah.
Let me double check that.
So that does sound like math.
Well, it's not math per se. What it is no, they're
Just
at 25
outside,
feet.
right? Yeah.
They're at 25 feet from you because you're at the front of the party. That 20 feet was measured from the middle,
Mm-hmm.
I see. Understood.
which is actually about twice as wide as a normal erupting earth.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Luka knows what any of that means because they have no arcana. Let me know if they hit for interception purposes.
Yeah, they do. So if you'd like to attempt to stop that.
What's the
yeah.
final
right,
number?
you reduce damage, right? You don't add the
Yeah.
AC. Okay. Hang on one second then. 22 is the attack roll.
Yeah, that. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Can't
That does
shield
sound like
that.
it hits, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, there's Abellus is trying to sort of get his bearings on what the hell is going on because while everyone else seemed to be ready, things just exploded around him while he was being petty internally, as he often is. And then the next thing he knows is he's being turned into lunch meat.
So I
it is chewing on you it is in fact chewing on you in a very cat-like way.
It does, but interception I did 11.
So it does not, in fact, having reduced the damage to 0 means it got wonged by your shield instead.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if it actually hits, but essentially what it looks like is while Abellus is like confused, Luka slides in front and kind of bashes them off with their shield.
Yep.
Aw,
very good.
I knew you liked me.
Always have.
Since I can't see one of the kobolds that I put on the map, I'm gonna have to put a different one that I can move.
Sure.
Or that one also ran away.
That one ran away.
But it didn't. So
big unfortunate.
Yeah.
Boop.
was there. Get the distance. Yeah, it's too far. It also decides that what it's going to do instead is move and hide. They were hoping they would catch you all by surprise and get a full round to run at you, you know.
Well, they
Suckers.
did get a full round to run at me.
Right, but you know.
Yeah. It's always good to have hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then
So
watch
it
them shatter before you.
dives into a bush and disapproves. Not literally disapprove, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just a kobold butt hanging out.
I mean, kind of. All right. So Ivan left yeah, he has 3 potential targets, and he decides that the guy in the chainmail is probably his favored choice. And he's going to toss 2 arrows downrange.
Just chuck them.
And say again?
I said just chuck them. Just throwing arrows.
No, he will in fact use his bow, but thank
Okay.
you.
No problem. I was just
Thank you.
checking.
Get it back.
I just wanted to be sure.
You never know. You could have been right.
Oh, and yes, Oldie, like Rev, modus operandi for Luka is always, because of their oath, to give them a chance first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
that's why I was like, yeah, just making a note. Just gotta always target Luka first to get that bonus on the. Here's your chance.
Both arrows do hit,
Yes.
smacking into either shoulder of the chainmailed dragonborn.
Nice shot.
Yep. Now he doesn't look particularly bad, but now he actually looks like he's been damaged, which he did not look like before.
Excellent.
Oh, we have a hydration check
We've been
cast
told-
in.
Oh,
Sorry, I got there just time a
Okay.
second before you.
and you actually notice a very faint, dark blue glow disappear from around him that you couldn't really see before after those 2 arrows smack into him.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Religion check?
Sure.
Mhm.
$15.
Yeah, that's a low level spell for some types of paladins, not great paladins, called Armor of Agathis.
What, excuse me?
I know about that one.
So
Mhm.
it was basically temporary hit points that as long as he had those temporary hit points, you would take cold damage when you hit him.
Yep.
Mhm.
But they're gone now.
Yeah. Good, because that is not good. That's a warlock thing for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was about to say, you said
Yes.
paladin, and that's the wrong word.
I mean, depends on the kind of paladin, doesn't it?
Depends on the kind of
Hmm.
paladin.
Thanks, I hate it.
You have a religion to know that the kind of paladin in question is, well, one of 2. It could be an oathbreaker, but it's probably a paladin of conquest.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Dragons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
Oh, very. And in response to that, he immediately swings himself up onto his trusty steed
Good.
and charges with the lance.
Oh, extra good.
So fun.
Son of a bitch.
Bring it.
All these people we're meeting are just so rude.
Very,
I know.
very rude.
No one says hi anymore. Like
Mm.
there wasn't any conversation.
And,
To be fair, Florenta shot first.
because Florenta is Han. We knew that already. Okay.
Yeah.
Florenta is Scarian. This is hello.
You're not wrong.
Also
This is-
valid. It's a
Yeah.
greeting where she comes from.
Yeah, this is just how they shake hands. It's fine.
If you sneak up
All
on
right.
Scarian, we're going to shoot you.
Should have said hello first.
From a distance with your hands in view.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right. Yep. I believe a 23 hits you, Luka.
Give me that before. Yes, it does.
Um,
Out of curiosity, do they have any trouble with the terrain?
It stopped just before it hit the terrain.
Mhm.
He's using a lance.
Yeah.
But it's 20 feet. What?
From the center.
It's 20 feet from the center, not 20 feet from us.
Not 20 feet from the edge where you are.
Yeah.
So it went around?
He's
Maybe I'm having trouble visualizing it.
he's just outside of the range, but the lance gives him reach.
Yeah, because you're off to one side.
Mhm.
You were at the edge of the effect to begin with.
Okay, it's fine. I was having trouble visualizing it. Carry on.
And your owlbear isn't working.
Yeah, it never does. It decides to work sometimes and then it just craps out. But I have Twitch up, so I'm watching it, but I can't like zoom in.
Right.
right.
Rev.
Well,
All right. Yes, I was going to use a reaction.
Silvery barbing that thing.
Yeah. Don't you dare hurt my friends. And so it has to re-roll the 20, and
23.
Luka, you will have advantage on your next roll, just for the record.
Yay.
Luka, what is your armor class?
18.
It just barely misses the charge.
Yes.
Let's
Oh,
go.
no.
He will take his second attack, but at least it's not the charge.
Am I the only one who do they have to go by? Is this how an actual horse works where they have to pass and then turn around?
Nope.
Ah, that's ass.
It would work. I would be doing that if it were a horse, but it is not. It basically is skittering sideways at just the last moment to give you, if it had hit you, that first one would have given you all of the impact and completely stopped.
Yeah. I know. I've seen some really derpy cats just keep going.
You are not
Yes,
wrong.
but this is not actually a cat. The other one is more like a cat than this one is.
How many cats have you seen jousting? Why haven't I seen more of this?
And another 23. So that's definitely a hit.
It does in fact hit.
No.
But at least he didn't, hit you with the charge of a lance.
Mhm.
Hey, I got you out of the charge and an advantage.
That
Super appreciated.
would have hurt real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is a person to take it, hit me.
Better you than most, yes. All right.
Still better for my friend not to get charged.
Yeah, so he's dumping a second level spell slot.
Oh,
Magic as well. Super rude.
mighty.
Paladin.
The rudest.
Mhm.
He's dumping a second level spell slot into a smite.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
I
good.
love this game.
And for his purposes, you count as the extra die.
Mhm.
So that is a 10 plus 2 cold. You only take 1 because you are currently resistant to cold.
Yeah.
Hey.
10 piercing, 2 cold, and 4d8 necrotic,
Ah, yeah.
which is 18 necrotic.
Oof.
And
On a quick point of health, somebody in the chat redeemed a hydrate, so everybody should take a sip.
We did.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, my brain skipped a beat there.
Okay.
So I'm behind. I will.
I'll take another one.
Right.
so then the creature he's riding takes its attacks.
Oh.
Oh, good.
No, I do not like this. This guy is just too rude for me.
The bite misses entirely, but as it was sliding, it was biting and then sliding sideways to get purchase. It swipes that tail around, and the tail gets a 23 again. And it does 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a strength save.
Okay, give me 1 second. That is a 23.
You are neither knocked down nor knocked back. You stand there and take the draconic tail to the chest, no problem.
Oof.
Luka looks ouch.
Don't like that.
Like super ouch.
And now it's Florenta's turn.
All right, so I took my bonus action first. I'm going to try to hide. That is a 29. Will that do it?
Yeah, so you're redoing the hide. Very good.
I'm redoing the hide.
Yeah, that will probably do it.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I forgot that I'm lucky.
It's true, but it's too late now.
Next time.
I
Next
know.
time.
That's why I'm mad at myself.
All right, and that is a 20 on the second die for my advantage. If I
All right.
have advantage against this thing.
Are
The
you,
one that just attacked Luka.
there were 2 of them.
Well, the one
The
on
rider?
the horse.
Rider.
The rider, yes.
Okay. Yes, you have advantage on that one.
All right.
And the 20 does hit.
Excellent. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so 16, 21 plus 4, 25 points of damage.
All right.
Bastard.
25 more points of damage. Well, all of that damage gets in at him in some unpleasant ways for him. He's now got 3 arrows in him, sticking
good.
out of his chainmail and out of his hide. He seems to be bloodied.
Nice. This is a good start.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next is Oldie, and then Luka is on deck.
All right. All right. I am going to look at Mr. Mounted Chainmail. And hey, in common. Hey, guy, I just want to ask you a question. What's the center of a centerless circle? And that's a DC 16 intelligence save for Barnabas's baffling whispers.
Love it.
Beautiful.
What was the DC again?
16.
Son of a bitch. You got a 15.
Yay!
Yes, there
So
we go.
He anytime he takes damage or whatever, he gets a save. But he is incapacitated trying to solve my little riddle. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to sing a song about how I know Florenta is around here somewhere and how she is part of our circle of friendship and part of that essential power, and give her a bardic inspiration with my bonus action.
All right.
And then
Luka,
that's,
you're up.
I'm done.
Yep, Luka, you're up.
Okay. I haven't used it before. Is lay on hands a whole action? How does it work?
Yeah.
It is normally a whole action. I've always been of the opinion that laying on hands on yourself is a bonus action, just like it is in 3.5.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Paladin isn't nearly as good a tank as they ought to be.
All right. So then, may I use it as a bonus action?
Yes, you may.
All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and lay on hands on myself because I'm lit. Ouch.
That heals 25, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And then I will go ahead and so because he was outside of the difficult terrain, I don't have to move inside of the difficult terrain to hit him, correct?
You do. He has reach.
You have to move out of it.
But the difficult terrain it's not enough difficult terrain to make so you can't get there. It only doubles the movement cost, and he's not that far away.
Cool.
Yeah, you'd only have to like double one movement to do it. So your first 5 would be 10, and then you're out of it.
10 feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Not worried about it. I will trudge through ice, snow, fire. We're going. It's gone. All right.
Up you go. And now you're right up to
Uphill
it.
2 ways.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna ready that divine smite.
Yeah. Ugh.
Readying it, but not readying it.
Oh
but not
no,
using
it's coming.
Okay.
Just trudging through the snow. Let's see whose God wins out.
Oh.
Abellus says thoughts.
All right. You said it's a +1. Is all the other stuff normal?
Yeah, you've got a total of +9. You've got a +9 total. I added it to your sheet on mine.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure, but everything else, the 1d8 is the same.
Yep. It's 1d8
cool
plus
beans.
6.
All right.
So I don't know how incapacitated works as far as advantage disadvantage goes, but your first roll is with advantage because of silvery barbs.
Correct.
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
It doesn't matter because the same thing that happens to me always happens to me.
Yeah.
Don't forget you have a bardic inspiration that you can
It wasn't a
Add
low
to it.
roll. It's just the
Oh,
thing
it's
that
just too
happens to
low.
me every single time, which
Same
is regardless
roll.
of
Every
whether I
time
have
you
advantage.
re-roll, it's always the same. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, in-cap just can't take actions or reactions. They are not actually at advantage or disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So that is seven's always fuck me up. What is 17 plus 9? Give me one second. No, let me map it.
26. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Just flip the anytime you're doing anything with 9, just flip the 9 with the other number, drop 1, go up to 10, and smush them together.
Yep.
Okay. 26 for the first attack.
Nice.
That hits.
Okay. Roll my second attack, yes?
Or you can roll your
Or-
damage.
Okay. That is not a D8. That
Look
is a
at-
D12.
Look at all
That's
the
gonna give me the
amazing
wrong answer.
things that we teach while we play this game. Friendship, math, acceptance. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Murder.
Murder, yeah.
Murder
How to
the
not
food.
murder
Are
things.
you-
Wait, no.
That's true. You're not actually murdering anything right now.
Theft, yeah.
All right,
Okay,
so
so we're at 4d8. Yes.
Yeah.
Or like the worst kind
all
of
right,
Sesame
yeah, she
Street.
dropped a second level into it. Cool.
Oh, absolutely. Hold on. Crap. Don't stare at me. Nope. That is a wait, no, add the actual +5. That is a 28.
All right.
Hit them again.
Second attack.
Yeah. Do it.
They do fall out of the saddle and hit the ground.
Nice.
But
It's
like in a
dragon
dead
attack.
way.
Hard to tell. They
Like
did
in a
just eat a
no-
whole lot of radiant damage.
Yeah.
There's also a cat here who could fuck me. Not cat here that could fuck me up.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm gonna go ahead and merp.
All right, give it a shot.
I'm going to do should do smite at a first level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's
Should do it
3
as first
die 8.
level. Yeah. It's
Smite.
still a fair amount.
Yeah, it's still
If-
3 die 8 because it's still a draconic creature, and your smites apply to draconic creatures.
Yee.
Also, technically, this one's a fiend. Also,
Oh.
All the smite.
it's a steed. Remember that paladin steeds are fiendish, fey, or celestial.
Oh yeah.
In addition to
That's fair.
whatever else they are.
Mm-hmm.
One less, that is 25.
That hits.
$26.
26 points of damage.
Yes, 3 7s in a row makes math a lot easier because I know what that adds up to.
Right.
Very
It
good.
looks at you and hisses. It is definitely hurt, but it is not doing anything even vaguely like the falling down thing you would like it to be doing.
That's fine. I get that.
In fact, it looks really pissed.
What a coincidence. I do too.
All right. This kobold. Oh, no, we're not making him bigger. That's not what we're doing. I didn't even know you could do that.
You should.
Okay.
They might need it. It might be
Yeah.
worth thinking about.
This kobold pops up and takes a with advantage shot on Oldie with a sling. You
Kiss
probably
life.
would be shooting at Luka if there wasn't a big dragon in the way. All right.
I think I upset them.
Does feel
A
that
little
way.
bit. I believe a 19 hits you, Oldie.
Yes, it does.
All righty.
It's a 19. Don't give me that look.
Not you. I'm not looking at
Uh-oh.
you.
Uh-oh. Oh, you've upset Kole. Not good.
Counting the sneak attack damage, that is 10 bludgeoning. And then it is going to bonus action hide. Nope, it sure isn't. It got a 9. It sort of
It sure
turns around and
didn't.
bumps its kind of turns around and bumps its face on the tree.
Beautiful.
Very hidden. Very, very well hidden.
That dirty look from Cole threw him
And
off.
it did. And it's Cole's turn now.
Excellent. So, couple of questions.
Uh-huh.
How far am I from Luka? Like, I need to actually get the math. You know.
You are 25 feet away from Luka directly through difficult terrain. So effectively 50 feet.
Cool. So I'm gonna move my 12 feet. Garbage. Anyway, we are going to.
You're moving 12 feet closer to Luka.
Yeah. And does that get me within, I think, 60 feet? Let's double check. 60 feet of that kobold?
It does. It gets you within 35 feet of the kobold.
Fantastic. Cool beans. Let me just make sure. I'm so sorry. Never mind. It's 120 feet. Anyway.
And he gets you within 15 feet of Luka now.
Fantastic.
And you're right beside Oldie.
So
Excellent.
good. So good.
Excellent. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and guiding bolt on that kobold.
All right, roll to hit.
Cool. So that's a net 20.
I believe that's
Gotta
8
protect
dice.
the boyfriend.
Right,
Okay.
Q? That's 8 dice 6 with that crit.
Yes, it's 8 dice 6.
Okay.
I know he's probably dead, but we're gonna see how dead. Yeah.
Yeah, let's find out.
The dice agree with our ship.
9,
Apparently.
15. That is 25 radiant.
Yeah. That would have killed him when he was undamaged.
Cool.
So basically, the guiding bolt blasts into him, and he does the burning into nothingness effect from blade.
Gotcha. So there's just like the meanest glare as the kobold tries to hide, and just very angrily, just don't touch him. And then the gliding bolt goes out and just goes, and there's no more kobold. His eyes are flashing, full of like radiance and divine fury, all that.
Oh,
fun
hey,
stuff. The Fallout, dude.
This is the
what is
romance.
the radius on your spirit guardians?
15 feet.
Okay. That's what I thought, and I figured that was why you actually moved, because you were already in range for the guiding bolt.
Yep.
That was the most
Wants to
heartwarming,
protect his limbo,
romantic,
too.
brutal murder I've ever witnessed.
Oh, it was perfect. True love comes in many forms.
It does.
I told you, it's gonna get intense.
Okay, well that counts as it entered
Sometimes
the
it comes
area
with
for the
violence.
first time, even though you moved on to it. It still counts.
Heck yeah.
It gets to make a wisdom save.
Yes, my DC is 16.
Neither of them made it,
Fantastic.
which means the fallen paladin loses a death save.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
That is 15 points of radiant damage.
Now the dragon thing doesn't know who to be more angry at yet, but I'm sure it'll figure it out. It is not yet bloodied.
Bring it.
We can fix that.
Mm.
Real quick, true those love. Can't have more than one of those. That's gotta use that third.
These things have made some bad decisions.
They've made
True.
made a whole ass decision. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
They
Gave
just-
them a chance and everything.
yeah, and they just keep making them.
Mm-hmm.
Every moment they're breathing is another turn to just walk away.
Right. They could have simply not, and they chose. They chose this. You know what I'm saying?
They chose
It's like
violence,
They will
but they didn't realize they were choosing violence inflicted upon them, not.
Right. You know,
The individual in the robes casts something, but you're not sure what the effect is.
noted.
I'm preoccupied.
They're my next target. It's fine.
Okay. Let me make sure.
Yep, Lion's got a smile going.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because he's thought of something horrible he can do to
No. Horrible.
You know,
So
I
anyway, I
just
started
realized
blasting.
we're the baddies from Mad Max. You can just walk away.
No. We're past that. We've made our
Yeah.
choices, and here we are. You may not have understood what Luka said, but
no,
the
we-
options was cake or death.
Right.
they chose death.
They did choose death.
Mm-hmm.
We even had
All
more than
right.
3 pieces this time, you know?
Didn't expect such a rush.
So
The vegetarian option.
We had a whole conversation about that in the chat earlier.
Excellent.
that one pops out, uses its advantage to lob a stone at Yvonne. Nat 20.
Excuse you.
Oof.
Very rude.
What?
And that one is a magic stone that was pre-enchanted.
Not good. That looked like a lot of dice.
It did.
It's not very promising.
I mean, crits, they do be happening like that.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, Yvonne just took 35 points of damage to the forehead.
Oh, Yvonne, baby,
Oh,
please. Ooh,
Oh,
And he's bloodied.
not good.
Okay, good. Good.
Ow. You rude little beast. Lob a freaking rock at somebody?
It is not nice to throw. Well,
Not
rocks, I guess.
to throw.
And it will, at this point, attempt to hide with its bonus action.
Get a 1.
Go ahead and fail. Go ahead and fail for me.
20 to 1. Let's go.
It did not roll a 1. We shall see in a moment. Everybody make a perception check real quick.
Where's my d20? There it is.
Okay.
Do I get advantage? I have my shield.
You always
You
get
got
it.
the
Yes.
I got a 16.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Bella's not seen anything today.
I
It's
rolled
hidden
a
from
5.
Abellus.
I rolled a 5 with a natural 1. I'm lost in my
Okay, so
reveries again.
Abellus and Oldie don't know where it went.
20.
And it looks like Florenta, Luka, and Kole and
I got a
Yvonne
21.
all know exactly. Nice. Yeah, all know exactly where it's hiding.
The good thing Yvonne does, get your revenge. Do it.
Right.
He is, in fact, the next person to act.
Good. Get him. Get him.
Yeah, don't do that.
Both arrows hit.
That's Cobalt.
Almost certainly, because he's using the oversized longbow that does 2d6.
Oh, oof.
Yeah, that's 22 points of damage. And it
Nice.
only
Goodbye,
had
Cobalt.
Should have stayed home.
Yeah, so dunk, dunk. Oh, I see that. Okay. All right. Very good. The Drake, which that's what it is, it's a white guard Drake, is going to attempt to attack Luka again.
Oh, so it started its turn.
It did. It absolutely did.
So let me.
And so did the Paladin.
Yeah.
Whenever
The
those
Paladin
turns-
is now an ex-Paladin. He started his turn there. He lost another. He lost another death save.
All right, peasy.
Bye.
All right.
Ooh,
Go ahead and roll your 3d8, please.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Feels good.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it was a 7, a 7, and an 8. My dice were like, let's go.
It is
baby.
definitely bloodied. It is definitely unhappy. It is hurting. It is not, however, running because its paladin is lying right there dead.
Yeah.
And it is, in fact, berserking and attacking recklessly.
Not good.
Oh, dear.
It hits. Uh, 9 points of damage with the bite. And then it hits with the tail as well for 8 points of damage. That is its action.
I'm assuming those went to Luka.
Those went to Luka. Yeah, it's like
Gotcha.
it doesn't know what just happened to its master, but it knows it saw Luka hit him.
Right.
Yep.
For sure.
Abellus, it's your turn.
To be fair,
Currently
Luka
up.
would have killed him anyway.
The big white
Battle cat.
guard drake thing, the druid, and its cat.
So Abellus, who has been sort of just taken by surprise by all of the things that have happened in the last 12 seconds, just sort of almost harumps as he like shoves the thing next to him and goes, I tolerate their whole divine nonsense because if nothing else, at least we're sort of friends. But I gotta say, really, there's no excuse for the rest of you. And I'm gonna take a step away, taking an opportunity attack, or provoking an opportunity attack as I move to
You
not
indeed
be
are.
adjacent.
And 24 will definitely hit you.
Absolutely, that will hit me.
Interception.
Yes.
There
You
it is.
are
Oh, wait.
at the point when he.
Oh
he
yeah,
gets the-
because when I'm trying to leave threat range, you're not next to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not within 5 feet of him when he's leaving the threat range. So
Mhm.
no.
Right, because you had to move up and then out. Okay.
Yeah.
The big sad.
Yep. And that is 10 piercing.
Does it impede my movement?
No.
Oh, good.
It doesn't have a grapple or anything. It's just a summoned beast.
So yeah,
And
that
that's
like
sensible,
chomps
right?
down on me, and I just sort of like shove it back, almost like offended by this. And then I go, really, the group of you should be ashamed of yourselves. What a waste. And then thrusts his hands out. I'm going to quicken an Eldritch Blast, sending them at the, I guess it's the Warlock token, the spider token.
Yeah, the Warlock token, which is actually the druid.
Yeah, so I'm going to send both at the druid. Oh, first one's a crit.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Roll it.
Nice.
Second one's a crit.
Hey, yo.
Are you fucking kidding? Okay.
Nope.
He's been holding this in the whole time.
Yeah, I've been
Yep.
waiting. I've been waiting an hour.
Right, do
Let's
it.
go. All right, let's do it. All right. So, as requested earlier in chat, Chloe, you're the first D10. That is 10 on the D10, and
Chloe's
then a
the
9 on the second one. So that is 19 plus 5. So that's 24, and then the second one. That one's not as good. That one's 8. But 24 plus 8. So we're doing 33. Nope, 32
That
points of
only 8
damage.
on the second roll.
Yeah.
on the second hit?
The second one was also a crit, remember?
Oh, snap. That's another die. Boop.
Yeah.
So plus another 7 on top of that.
So what's your total?
So 15 plus what was the first one? 20,
24.
24. So that would be, yeah. Amazing. And I push it.
30,
What?
39.
Yeah, and
39.
I push it 10 feet if it's not dead.
It is not dead somehow.
Oh, good. Then I'm gonna do it again. That's a 19 and a 19.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so first
Abellus
one
is done. That's what this is. This is Abellus being done with people.
completely. So the first one is 6 points of damage.
Your minimums kill it at this point.
Awesome, because I
Yeah.
rolled my
You had
minimums.
3 hit points left when you unleashed the second barrage of Eldritch Blasts.
So yeah, so it's just this barrage of butterflies just dive bombing into this
Boom, boom,
thing.
boom, boom, boom. It basically ends up,
Death
because
by
they're also
butterflies.
forceful and they're repelling blast, it basically ends up hitting it like bullets from a 50 caliber machine gun as it's being slammed backward by these exploding butterflies. Boom, 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 boom. And slumps over somewhere over here and is dead.
Well, I suppose the rest is up to y'all. Good luck. I think I've made my point. And Abellus is done.
And this beast disappears.
Nice.
Nice. So now it's only the big boy,
Correct.
Big Steve.
He's
Fantastic.
very angry and sad. Beefy draconic steed.
Excellent. Now you did mention reckless. So does that mean we have advantage against it?
It does.
Yes.
Fantastic. Alrighty. So I'm gonna finish closing. Can I
Sure.
do that?
I mean, when it's your turn, it's Florenta's turn next.
I thought it was my turn.
No.
No. Right. Never mind. Oh, right. You got a 6. Never mind. JK. JK. I just got so excited.
Okay. So that is a nat 20.
Hey.
All right.
And so I rolled double dice for the sneak attack as well,
Correct.
and then add the stuff. Okay, got it.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull up the dice roller because that's a lot of d6s.
Oh,
Having Shadowrun flashbacks.
oh my goodness. Let's
All the dice.
not. Let's not.
Here we go.
Oh.
So that is 7d6. Roll it. Boom. 35 points plus 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so 42 points.
Your arrow goes in one eye and out the other.
Nice.
And the thing to remember is this is one of the elongated heads, draconic style heads with the eyes way back. So that means it went through both eyes, through the brain.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it slumps over, whimpering slightly as it breathes its last,
Oh.
as its body falls onto its master.
Oh.
Oof.
R.I.P. Pour one out for the dead homies.
Yep.
And that is where we need to stop because we actually went over time.
Yeah.
So we will be going into an important announcement right now. Right?
Why don't we hit a quick outro real quick? That way we can remind everyone, and then we'll do the announcement last.
All right. Q.
Hi. I'm here, I think. You can find me at Dorian_Black on Twitter. I try and do things sometimes. Don't quote me on that. And Dorian_Black with a Q on Twitch because they don't like that word. Anyway. I just saying.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
Hi,
All
good
right.
friend.
Justina.
Hi, I'm Justina. You can find me on Twitter under Justina Revolution. There's my blog, Justina Revolution at blogspot.com. And I write scary stories and I run scary games. So thank you.
And she does so well, and you should certainly catch any and every stream she's involved with. Rev.
Hi, I am Rev. Used to be Thought Police, rebranded to Thought Punks. We used to be _Thought Police on Twitter, and now it's just straight Thought Punks on Twitter. I write games. I ramble about weird stuff. I am weird. Sometimes I run games, and I just like games. They're great. And I'm loving this one. I'm loving everybody in it. And I'm super excited that Oldie's little ship with Kole is moving forward. Oldie forever.
Oldie for life.
Baby.
Forever.
All right, Del.
Hello. I am Del. You can find me on Twitter. What about it? Apparently sneezing.
But not on Twitter.
You can find me on Twitter at Del Deliriums or Delirium is Delight, depending on where you find me. I am not on social media a lot of the time because it is very depressing. But I have lots of work in progresses for world settings, game building, gods and stuff. I build games, I play games, I run games. It's fun times, and I enjoy this one because this is run by Jack, who is one of my favorite peoples, and all of these peoples are becoming some of my favorite peoples, or people adjacent, depending. So, thank you for joining.
Del is a phenomenal creator and role player and world builder and game master, and if you ever get a chance to play with them, you should do so. And once again, watch any stream they are in and listen to any podcast they might at some speculative future date put out.
One day.
When I do a podcast. Too late, I forgot.
Lion. Yes, you.
That's me. Hi, I'm Lion. I'm the ridiculous person behind Tales from the Table Studios. I play Abellus here. You can find me over on Twitter at the Lion Knight 42, which is also where you can find most information from Tales from the Tables, along with over on our Discord. The link is below. We've got some really cool stuff. We're gonna have more really cool stuff. We'll get there in a minute. I'm gonna throw things back to Jack, and then we're gonna say our goodbyes, and then we will have a very, very cool thing that I will be sharing.
I'm Jack Kellum, Jack the Giant Killer, Jack Gogsbane on Twitter. Go to Twitter, find all the rest of my links because there are a lot of them. I just wanted to say this game is set in the successor states of Rega, for which I already have 4 supplements out, which include the Gods of Rega collection, which gives some basic setting information, and all 20 of the gods, all 17 good ones and 3 horrendous bad ones, and their details and how to use them in a game. Each one has at least a full page. It has information on the myths and legends of the setting as well. It has the stats for the creature, the Glut, that you saw in earlier sessions and who was with them earlier in this session. Things like that. Ars Artifactum, which has a whole bunch of magic items, some of which the party is currently carrying around. I have the Beastkin Vampires, which is dangerous vampires who used to be animals, but they're angry at mankind and their allies for being douche nozzles. Basically Pet Cemetery, but vampires instead of zombie cats. And they mostly live on the Southern Archean Peninsula, mostly. And then finally, my Spells of Eloquence, in which you can find the subclass that Rev is playing as Oldie, the College of Rhetoric, and 8 spells, one of which you have seen him use tonight. So I got that, and I am currently working on a book of 60 plus monsters for the Archean Peninsula that should be out in a couple of weeks. Thanks, guys. And Lion, back to you for the out.
Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you to our amazing cast and crew and to all of you incredible people in the chat. We appreciate your support so much. We're going to disappear in a minute, but I'm going to be leaving you with something really cool to watch, and I think you'll enjoy it. And we'll see you next time. Warning, the following file contains a visual mimetic cognitohazard. If you are not authorized to view this file, close it immediately and contact your department chief. Welcome, Agent, to Site. It is very likely that until this moment you have not heard of Site, and that is by design. If you are viewing this introductory video, it is because you are now assigned to this site, and as such, are expected to maintain the veil of secrecy surrounding it. You, like the rest of Foundation operatives assigned to site, will be issued living quarters on site, and should have all already been provided with documentation on the rules and regulations regarding the site. If you have not yet received your documentation, contact Human Resources immediately. In the coming days, you will meet with your department director, along with personnel directors, and will have a session scheduled with the on-site counselor to assess readiness and ability. For field agents, after each mission, you will meet with counselor for an updated profile and session to assess continued ability. For containment specialists, this meeting will be scheduled once each month after any direct contact or communication with any anomalous presence on site, or after any security breach. You may notice security at some points is significantly heightened in relation to other sites. Warning: the following file